Boys, how we doing?
Yeah, good, mate. You?
Yeah, decent.
Good as gold, mate. Good as gold. Glad to be back. Episode 2.
Episode 2 already. How did we get through the first one? Flying, didn't we?
I think we're just
Absolutely.
fluking away through it, mate.
Sky
Making it up as we
Sports.
go along.
Oh, absolutely.
Winging heart heads off.
Sky Sports have been on this afternoon anyway. They want us to fill a slot for Soccer AM. They're the old guard. We're the new guard. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard anyway. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not doing anything during lockdown on the Saturdays. Is it about you?
Watching Soccer AM mostly.
Probably, yeah. So yeah, before we get into it, then, boys, obviously last week I wanted to take this opportunity first to thank you for all the support, the feedback, the Instagram, the subscribes, the likes, the shares. It's been mad, ain't it?
Overwhelming. Absolutely overwhelming. Like obviously, like we said, the reason we started is we had an inkling that people would be interested, but I didn't quite realise how big it'd go already. Like people seem to genuinely be enjoying it, and I'm buzzing. Like, thank you.
Yeah, it's
and
mad.
Also, it saves me missus having to listen to about 9 hours a week of just football chat. So she's happy. Win-win, innit?
Happy wife, mate. Happy life. That's what I say.
That's it, mate.
She's just smiling and nodding.
Yeah.
Smiling wave, boys. Before we get into it as well, just like I say, like I did last week there, just like, subscribe, share it as well, more importantly. Get it on your Instagram, your Twitter, wherever you got to do it. All of the ads are below there as well. So like I say, get on it. Give us a follow. And yeah, so weekend. Are we going to talk about the weekend? I mean, it's quite one, weren't it? Not much happened at all.
It's your turn this week, Sean.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Well, last episode there was a certain 2-0 victory involving two of the clubs that lads on this channel support, and the same history's repeated itself, has it not?
I can't think of a 2-0 victory this weekend.
No, not me.
Oh, you mean the one at Anfield?
Nah, it didn't happen, mate. It
The
was
one
just a bad dream, just a really bad nightmare.
The one, I've waited 22 years of my life for, that one.
You know, when you wake up in the middle of the night with cold sweats, that's all it was. Just
mate,
one
that's
of them.
me. That's me every Friday before an Everton game at the weekend. Don't worry. Welcome to my world. It's standard. But no, I will mention it. Absolutely buzzing. And those who do already follow me on Instagram would see that I recorded a very cringe-worthy video.
The penalty video.
Oh my God, the penalty video. I've saved it, but I've deleted it because I realised what's an absolute cringe I look like.
Nah, I like
it. Cringe. Might delete later.
I had a house free. I was there. She was round her mum's with a little, and I was like, right, I've got to capture this moment because if we go 2 up at Anfield, it's going to be ridiculous. But anyway, if what? I know.
I would have made it an even better video if you hit the bar, then Mane broke and scored, and you're just like, delete.
Watford versus Leicester, playoff style.
Oh yeah.
What a series!
What a moment that was! What a moment!
Unfortunately, it didn't end like that, and yeah, you know.
Well, I mean, that's been said. I'm not going to pretend I'm not going to mention it again because I almost certainly will do. So, Fulham. So the weekend. You happy with the draw?
With a draw at Burnley last Wednesday, was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, at the time, weren't too happy with it, but in hindsight, after the win against Sheffield United at the weekend, 7 points in the space of a week. Can't grumble at that, can you? And with Newcastle slipping up, gaps very tight now.
Did you say not long ago that you reckon it's going to go down to the final day? There, are you genuinely serious about that? What do you actually think about your survival hopes?
I think we'll stay up. I think we deserve to stay up. I think we're a better team than at least 3 of the teams in the Prem, if not maybe 5 or 6. We've got Newcastle at home on the last day, and after that announcement as well tonight, we can have up to just below 5,000 fans at that game as well. It's just inside the catch when the rules changed. So big game last day of the season.
Do you know what is actually Acapulco? England can have 90,000 fans in their 3rd game.
I never knew that.
If it all goes to plan. If it all goes to plan.
Yeah, if it goes to plan, yeah.
I mean,
anyway,
June the 21st, it's going to be, if people don't start taking the mickey, we'll have to keep it on the way. So, results of the weekend's kind of briefly covered, obviously. Should we get on to...
We can go around the other results as well, because we don't want to just alienate all the... like the Leicester fans last week, we had a little pop at them. So we
To be
need to
fair-
bring them back in, put an arm around them.
Should we have another pop at them because
With-
you know?
No, on the Instagram this weekend, I've been very kind to Leicester, and you'll see later in my selection process. That's a little teaser for you, a little spoiler alert. But yeah, Leicester, I genuinely believe that they are the only contenders now for the league to sit at.
I don't think there is any contenders, mate.
No, I don't. But yeah, I see what you're saying. If there is one, then it is probably Leicester now. United are still in and around it, but I can't see either of them catching City.
Oh no, definitely not. But if anyone's gonna, it's not going to be Liverpool, is it? But
No.
Absolutely savage.
Oh, what was that?
Who's flicking James Rodriguez up?
Is there some kind of glitch going on there? Oh, we'll move on, boys.
I was agreeing with you.
We'll let it go. Yes, Leicester got a win under them. United got another penalty. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, Bruno Fernandes. Or Fernandes, as FIFA say.
Oh, God.
Bruno Fernandes.
It gets to a point, don't it, where it's like you just know they're going to get... And people say, oh, it's because they attack a lot. They attack. Yeah, they do, but come off it. How are you feeling about that? I mean, it's just...
I'm not getting drawn into this debate because they'll end up upsetting United fans now. Maybe we should just each week just pick a fan base and just go for them.
We'll just alienate one per week. And by the end of
Until
week
we've
20,
got none left.
We'll just hate all the football clubs in the Premier League simultaneously.
I mean, I'd quite happily take pops at United all day long. All day long.
I wouldn't know why, boy. I have no idea why that is, mate. I don't.
Mate, they celebrate Liverpool losing their fan base better than they celebrate when they win. Like,
celebrating a lot this season, then, didn't they?
They are, mate. Yeah, they are. They are.
I don't know if Liverpool are even going to get Europa League, mate, this season.
I'm hoping that we're just going to go all out for Champions League, to be honest.
I'm just reeling it in. Oh no, that's a soundbite right there. That's a little clip.
Yeah,
that's a little clip for you.
You're just dropping gold just for the Instagram now, aren't you?
Absolute nuggets, mate. Absolute nuggets. But yeah, I mean, rest of the weekend's fixtures, nothing really jumps out massive there. Chelsea, they got another win, didn't they? Oh, they got a draw, didn't they?
Drew Southampton.
St Mary's.
Yeah.
Agent Minamino.
West Ham went rolling on, didn't they? 2-1.
Mate. So impressed with West
Where
Ham.
have they come from? Like, I hate them, obviously, because of last year, null and void and all that. But
there's a very different energy at the minute with the teams that won at the weekend and the teams that didn't. I hate them. I just want to sit there and take pops at everyone.
I'm very neggy today.
I did that post about Lingard, and I genuinely believe. I mean, at the time, I was like, "That's a weird one," but I genuinely believe. I know you'll disagree, but, he was a great signing.
Oh yeah, he's got to be January signing the window, really, isn't he?
Absolutely.
I didn't disagree with you. I just thought there was better signings in January.
Who do you think was better than Jesse Lingard?
You put me on the spot now. I've got to put in there, no.
I can't think of anybody on the top of my head.
Who's that chap that got them 2 goals at Goodison?
Mate, his second week is almost a week over a week ago. Get words out, and you're still bringing it up. You're going to live off that forever, ain't you?
You've got it. You will still be talking about the Merseyside derby.
Absolutely, mate. Because last time we won there, I was 11.
Mate, they've already got T-shirts printed, cups made. They're on about trying to get the Premier League to give them a trophy, for God's sake.
Didn't Liverpool do all that this time last year before they won the Premier League?
I mean, a few of the fans did get tattoos, which I thought was a little bit risky, but you know,
you're not going to show the viewers your full back piece of a lava bed. Champions 20. No, not bother. Right.
No regrets.
We're getting stuck in.
I mean, yeah, let's just get stuck into it, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Straight in. So this week we're going to discuss the 23-man England Euro squad that we would pick if we were Southgate. So.
Wait, 23?
Yeah, 23.
I've done 24.
It's a 23-man squad, isn't it? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's 23. I was saying 25 to you in the group chat all through the week. I realised today that would have been embarrassing as well if none of us had a notice. Just named 25. He has to cut some out though, doesn't he? I think he does name more.
He names 25 and he drops 2, doesn't he?
I was under the illusion that because it's like not in one country. They're allowed a bigger pick. I thought.
Hang on a minute, boys. I'm talking rubbish. He names a provisional 30-man squad and he drops
cuts
seven.
it. Then he
Yeah,
cuts
Walcott got cut one year, didn't he? And it was quite controversial. I'm not sure about what you were just saying with the one country. Is that
sure.
to do with COVID then, or?
I think it is. I don't. I might. It might have been something my old man told me.
For the purposes of this, should we just stick with 23?
24.
Like it would. Yeah.
23. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, we'll do 23. Yeah. So obviously stuck straight in with goalkeepers. Who's jumping out at you?
I mean, the glaringly obvious is Nick Pope.
I would agree with that.
Are we just forgetting the World Cup then in 2018?
We're not forgetting it, but also we're not living off it.
We'll get to T-Rex arms.
Tell me. Okay, so tell me then. I mean, by all means, Nick Pope. I've got him down as one of my three, but I don't know how you can look past Jordan Pickford for England. I touch wood.
Oh, we're only on the first choice, mate. We're taking 3 keepers.
He's never made an issue, but yeah, no, right. To be fair, I've jumped the gun there.
Settle down. He's
jumped
got flashbacks of last week, hasn't he?
Yeah, I'm getting.
I'm getting not getting in.
100%. I've got some kind of like PTSD going on.
While we just touch on that, I had a bit of feedback, kind of putting forward some emotions about Van Dijk getting in that squad when we excluded Alisson due to recent form. When, if you think about it, Van Dijk's not got any recent form because he's not played for how many months.
And I'd like to address that. Look at me, world class.
Look at me, sure. I'm the captain.
Yeah, but.
If we're going on foot,
we did contradict ourselves a little bit, but Virgil van Dijk gets a pass. When you get a wild card into Wimbledon, that's what Van Dijk.
I mean, that's a different sport.
It's a different sport, but it's the same principle.
No, I mean Virgil van Dijk is a world class defender and footballer in it. So I had no issue with putting him in there. If we're going to do a combined 11, we probably shouldn't have said on current form.
On current form, yeah.
But
I mean, on current form, Joachim Andersen did bits in post game. He got man of the match on Saturday. He got an assist for the winning goal.
We're on 12 minutes, 36 seconds, and Joachim Andersen's already been mentioned. Shall we mention, before we started videoing as well, you mentioned him that since you mentioned him, he's had 2 man of the match performances and 2 assists?
Oh, he has. Like, you can't argue with the facts.
Okay, moving on then. So we've got Nick Pope. Boy's pick is Nick Pope.
Right. Yeah, let's put him in.
Back him in.
We can all agree on Nick Pope, can't we?
He's on the plane, isn't he? I think he's a shoe-in, really, unless he gets injured. But
are we all agreed on Pickford as well?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, out of England goalkeepers available, he's definitely the top 3, isn't he?
He is the England number 1.
He is. I think it should be Pope, but Pickford is the England number 1, and he looked very good in the derby as well.
He had a good game.
Good save from Henderson.
Yeah.
Right, so we got Pope and Pickford. Who are we going with the third choice? This way it gets tricky.
I'm going to go with Alex McCarthy at Southampton. Unreal. I think I watched him on Match of the Day, and he pulled off some absolute worlders against Chelsea, didn't it, at the weekend? And he's just in Southampton. I know they've dropped off a bit as of late, but they were going strong early start of the season, and a lot was down to a solid back line.
Yeah, Vestergaard and Bednarak and McCarthy.
And he plays a lot. Obviously, he plays a lot more than Henderson. So
this is my issue, because Dean Henderson's probably the one that people are shouting out, but he's not playing. So
you can't take a player that's not playing week in, week out.
I've got a bit of a curveball for the third choice.
I love to hear it. Go on.
And it's more of a technically he's not English, but technically qualifies.
Don't count.
Emilio Martinez from Villa. He qualifies for a British passport. He's never played for Argentina.
So he's eligible.
He's eligible.
I mean, if he is, then I'd agree with you.
He's eligible. Yeah, he's never been capped by Argentina.
Is this like? Have you read this from somewhere? You've seen it online?
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it the other day, and I don't know. I can't remember what it was now, but I think it might have been on the radio.
I remember when Arteta was doing bits for us, and he'd never been called up to Spain. I think the manager at the time was like Sven, and he was genuinely thinking about calling up to the England squad. But then I think the Spain manager at the time, who was the guy? He was the guy with the white hair.
Vincent Valbosque.
Bosques, yeah.
He
Bosques, yeah.
gave Arteta a quick friendly, and he scuppered it, but he was legit.
Well, no, friendlies
thinking,
don't count, do they, anymore?
I think back then they did. Oh, it might have been a qualifier. It might have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting. That's a great shout, to be fair.
If that's, I mean, I'm torn now because I agree with the McCarthy shout, but was McCarthy in goal or was it Forster for the 9-0? Because I know freak results, you can't hold it against them, but it's not great, is it?
Unfortunately, I think he was in goal for the
Yeah.
Leicester
He was
9-0 as well.
both of them, wasn't he?
Oh,
Yeah.
was he? Ooh. I mean, that was.
If you take him as a third choice,
Yeah, to be fair,
some will shout Scott Carson.
plays for the champions elect.
Can you imagine?
He's contracted. He's contracted.
Madness. What's happening? This is really weird how this keeps happening, isn't it?
What is it? Is it Hammers?
I don't know. I just keep seeing a glitch on the screen. I'm not sure what's happening.
Weird.
We've got some kind of bug, some kind of like Merseyside bug in the system.
Colombian bug.
So what we're doing then? Who's the third choice?
Well, I like Martinez as a shout, and I think Martinez would push Pickford for second choice.
You reckon?
No, I'm just trying to get a nibble out of you. But yeah, I like Martinez. Are we sure that he's eligible, boy?
He's 100% eligible, yeah. He's never played for Argentina. He's been.
I mean, would he even want to play for England, though? That's the other question.
Probably not, but he's eligible.
I think we play safe here.
I feel like this isn't going to age well. I feel like this is not going to age well.
He'll get called up to the Argentina squad next one now as well.
Yeah, literally. Well, how is he not going to the how is Argentina not called him up already?
Well, exactly. Their goalkeeper situation isn't great.
Sergio Romero, is it from United?
No, it's someone. I don't know who it is. He's not well known anyway. Put it like that.
Right. Well, let's just rule Martinez out for now, because he's never actually played for England, and I've never heard that. So it probably is
said that.
Huh?
Until you just said that, I never knew.
Yeah, I think we err on the side of caution.
Knowledge, mate.
That is knowledge, mate. I'm impressed.
Henderson, 4-star. Where are we going with this?
I personally think my shout is McCarthy.
Yeah, I'm happy to go McCarthy. Boy, yeah?
Lock it in.
Yeah?
Lock it in.
Yeah, I'll let you start debating the defenders then while I just put that in.
Defenders, when I come to think of this earlier, I mean, should we just start left side?
Left side.
I think we just name a pool of defenders. We don't have to actually work a formation.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
It just gets kind of tricky then, doesn't it?
Okay, I'll kick it off at left back, and I think this lad is finally showing the potential that he had at his previous club, and that's Luke Shaw.
Yeah,
he's been an absolute machine this season, and the back end of last season.
You not agree with that?
Yeah, no. I mean, to be fair, it's been that long since he played for England.
Yeah,
I'd completely forgotten about him.
I mean, we didn't even take a left back the last few games he played. Was it? He played Trippier there.
Yeah.
And he's barely getting game time for Atletico, is it?
No. So yeah,
that's
Luke
a great
Shaw for me.
Great shout.
We'll lock him in early doors.
Get him in. I'm gonna whack another one in there, and know that one of you two is not a fan or isn't going to be a fan of this shout.
Is it Yerry Mina?
Chilwell. I think
Ben Chilwell.
I think he's been an absolute machine since he's joined Chelsea. I know
he's not going to play for Chelsea again.
You're shaking your head, mate, but he's been solid. I know under the Lampard regime.
He's a solid left back, and I don't think Leicester fans enjoy him anymore. But he's a great left back, really, isn't he?
I've always rated him.
Going forward, he's all right. He's suspect going the other way.
Yeah, I just think he's up there. To be fair,
the problem we have with the England squad is at the moment is we're not full of left backs anymore. Who's his competition?
Yeah, but he's been playing with wing backs quite often as well, and then you get people like Bukayo Saka. For me, he's got to go. If we're going to have two left backs, Chilwell, it's got to be Saka and Shaw.
I think Saka's a winger though, is he not? For me,
well, he plays both, doesn't he? He drops in at left back, left wing back, left wing.
Yeah. So with Saka, I didn't include him in my defenders purely because every time I've seen him, everyone keeps raving about this kid, and every time I've seen him, he's just blurred into nothingness, and he's
The
not
last
really
England
performed.
game, he was the best player on the pitch.
Yeah, but are we going on league form week in, week out? We're going on playing for England where everyone's going to potentially raise the game.
Week in, week out, he's one of Arsenal's better players, to be fair, isn't he?
Yeah,
in a very poor team.
Man, almost. Or he's not far off it anyway, is he?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't take 2 left backs. I would just risk it because the way that England have been playing, obviously, he might completely change this. If somehow Shaw does pick up an injury, I think he's got enough cover that he can play one of the right-sided fullbacks there. He could play a wing back. Like we tend to play with 3 centre backs that covers it that way.
So that backs up what I was about to say because the two of the centre halves, I would take both can switch to the left and do a job, and I've seen them do a job as well. And that's John Stones, who can do a job probably along the whole line. And he's literally in ridiculous form right now. And also,
boy, do you agree with Stones there?
I was going to get to John Stones at some point, but he'd be my first choice centre back at the moment.
Same, mate. Absolutely.
Yeah, let's put him in.
He's phenomenal, isn't he? He's just.
I don't know whether it's Ruben Diaz they just complement each other really well, but I don't know. He seems to be the player that left Everton again.
Yeah, 100%. I'd agree with that.
The John Stones that everyone was chasing for big money. So to me, he's an absolute shoe-in. He's good on the ball. It looks like he can defend again. Because obviously last season, the season before, he looked a bit suspect defending, but
he looked iffy, didn't he?
Yeah, he looked solid again. And obviously, you want to play out from the back. It's tournament football. You need to be playing out from the back and keeping possession. So he's a must. He was
always strong at that anyway, wasn't it? It was always the defensive side of his game, but he seems to have just simplified it for me whenever I watch him.
I agree. So we've got Shaw, Stones. I mean, as much
are we saying Maguire?
I was literally about to say, as much as I wouldn't want to, but yeah, Maguire's got to be in there, and
I mean, with the centre backs that we've got to choose from, he is up there, I suppose.
I like him, to be fair. I feel like he's just a no-frills centre-back. And to be fair, he is good on the ball as well. And yeah, I'm not mad for him, but...
He had a great World Cup for England, didn't he, to be fair?
Yeah.
Still the most expensive English transfer, isn't it?
Yeah.
English player. Mad.
I mean, that's not helped him at United to go off on a tangent. Yeah. I feel like that's really bothered him. And obviously he had all that stuff going on as well in Greece. And...
Chalice.
I had a good time, but
so Shaw, Stones, Maguire. Another shoe-in for me. It's got to be Michael Keane.
I would agree with that.
Especially this season. Like, don't get me wrong, I was one of the first ones. Like, I'd say week in, week out in the chat with you boys. Like, I at times wondered how he got in England teams, but this season, phenomenal.
Comes up with a goal there
as well, doesn't he?
Going back to Anfield on Saturday, that back line, he had Godfrey and Holgate either side of him. He just managed the whole back 5 really. It was insane. So yeah, he's on the list for me.
How do you feel about that, boy T? Obviously, are you gonna with Joe Gomez? Is he gonna be fit again in time, or can we rule him out?
No, I think they're not expecting him. He's still registered in the squad, but there's no update. It's when he gets back. If he's back, he's definitely not going to be in the right sort of form.
I think Michael Keane still pits him anyway, even if he is back fit. So we all agree on Keane.
Yeah.
Big Mickey Kegger.
Boring guy though, isn't he? From that interview you showed me, Sean.
Oh, absolutely. He's the most. He's the most plainest bloke you ever meet. But he'd head the 158 bus, wouldn't
he?
He would. Even the double decker one late at night.
Oh yeah, mate. Smash. He just get out, clear it.
He's a big lad, to be fair.
Unit, mate. Unit. And
what we got there, we've got a fullback and 3 centre backs. We're going to need another centre back if we are anticipating he plays with a 3. You need a bit of cover there.
Has anyone got a shout for a
Ben Godfrey, mate?
Thank you.
Yeah, I was going to say Tyrone Mings because he's been capped.
I think he's.
I mean, Villa are having a good season.
Everton I feel like I'm about to get a catchphrase here. But
I know. I'm not.
He's absolute toss.
Tyrone Mings.
Awful.
No, I don't rate him either.
I rate
awful,
him.
Mate. You not see the video of him with a load of kids? He's put a basic cross in, and he's like, "You see that? You see that?"
I don't know. Sounds
like a nice guy.
I mean, I'm not worried about what kind of a nice guy. I feel like we've got too much of a nice squad anyway. So if he's a bit of a shit, I
don't think he's good enough to be in the England squad, to be honest.
I mean, all I'm basing it on is obviously he has been capped, so Southgate does like him, that's experience going into it. It's a tournament at the end of the day. And
did he get to the World Cup? No, he didn't do that.
No, he didn't. He has broken into the England squad since for the qualifiers, but I mean, Villa, if they win their games in hand, are they fifth? Fourth, fifth, if they win their games in hand, like they're not having a bad season.
I think if you're taking a centre back from Villa as well, you don't take Mings, you take Konsa.
But again, it's the same thing with Godfrey's uncapped. If we're going to do that, I'd take Godfrey over Konsa.
I think combined, I know that Mings has had call-ups, but Villa have been up 2 seasons. Godfrey's played 3 Premier League seasons, 2 with Norwich, 1 with us.
One with Norwich, one with Everton.
Was he not? No, yeah, you're right.
One and a half.
Young lad.
He's got the skills. It's just the experience.
I can't speak hard enough of Ben Godfrey. I might have mentioned it a few times to use, but I mean, for me, he's better than what John Stones was at that age when he was at Everton. He's just everything. He's everywhere.
If Michael Keane's going and Godfrey's with me, you got him to put his arm on as well. That will tackle the experience factor a little bit as well. Like he'll settle in. So. And as well, because you missed out of him last week, I think we can go with Godfrey for this one if you're happy, boy.
Yeah, no, I rate Godfrey, mate.
My dad's going to be absolutely buzzing with that.
That one's for Timmy.
Shout out Tim.
Right.
We've got to get Tim on as a guest.
Oh, he'd love it, wouldn't he? He would absolutely love it. It'd be the most biased video you've ever seen, but he would love it.
We'll do an Everton special.
This doesn't look right. Godfrey is Godfrey, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I'm just having one of them minutes where I'm looking at it and I've stared at it for too long.
Is it not double F?
Is it double F? No?
I don't think so, no.
We'll go with that. If we spell it wrong, I'm sorry.
It's just Big Ben, mate. It's just Big Ben to us.
Are we moving over to right back now then?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder. Who could it be?
Reece James for me, surely.
You think? It's a shout.
He's definitely in the squad for me.
Yeah, he is.
He's not starting.
No.
But he's in there.
I mean, there's only one in there, probably.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I don't think there's ever been such a quick decision, actually.
I know, we've added through him. We're going to fill
He's a great crosser of the ball as well, isn't he? He's clever. He's one of them that could probably play centre midfield again.
Exactly, mate.
Speaking of right backs that can play centre mid, how are we feeling about Trent? Does he go in? I know he's having a bit of a wobble at the minute, but he's still got to go, has he?
Best right back in the league.
I mean, even on his worst day, he's still in that England team.
Yeah,
100%.
I agree.
I'll just beg he switches up that boot contract he's got with
Under Armour.
What's he thinking with that?
Trying something different, mate.
Coins.
I mean, shout out to Under Armour. You do some great boots, but yeah.
Sean trying to copy. You get told literally today that grassroots football is back next month, and Sean's out here trying to get a little sponsorship going with Under Armour.
But that's for next week, mate, when we talk about Sunday League.
So just doing a quick top up. We've got 10 players already in the squad, is it?
Yeah.
3 keepers. Yeah.
It's looking solid, boys.
Do we need just one more choice that can play fullback?
I think so. And I think Chilwell should be in there, boys. I'm not going to lie.
Chilwell. So,
yeah.
He's played for England before as well, hasn't he? And he is good. I worry that Tuchel doesn't like him. But, he's just not playing him.
I get where you're coming from.
I worry it's the Hudson-Odoi situation as well, maybe with the attitude at training, because he's not really had a sniff since Tuchel walked in. You know, have you seen the Spurs documentary where Mourinho sees Dele Alli on the first day and just you could tell he's not going to play? And I worry that Chilwell's had the same kind of situation.
I thought you were going to talk about Danny Rowe's situation.
I don't think anyone's having a situation like
that lad generally hates football.
Is he still at Newcastle? Is he gone? He went to Newcastle?
He went on loan, didn't he?
Is he left? Is he still there? I don't know.
Newcastle was last season, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was last season. Yeah.
On loan, and then he come back and he wanted to leave in the summer, and it didn't go through. And then in January, no one even came in for him.
I think there was a couple of Turkish sides interested in.
Was there?
I don't know whether he went though in the end. I don't think he did.
No, I don't think he's at Spurs still. So we go in Chilwell, benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Oh, can I put a little wild card in the mix?
Yeah.
Tandanga.
I rate Tandanga a lot.
And I've seen it. It's weird because when I was writing my defenders down, he was literally after my bias of Godfrey and Keane being in there and James weirdly. I thought Tandanga, he should be. I mean, he played, I think, at the weekend, but Mourinho rates him, but he don't tend to trust him that much. But I rate him. Whenever I've seen him, he's been solid.
I think it's not. I don't know if it's a trust thing or if it's he's trying to manage him because he's still very young. But he's an industrial fullback. Like I rate him
industrial,
a lot.
Mate. I love that.
He's busy, mate. He's busy.
Yeah. So I'm surprised you haven't tried to push Adebayor. Well, I don't. That's not his name, is it? The Fulham
Adebayor.
Yeah.
If anyone, I thought maybe Ryan Sessegnon. He's having a good season at Hoffenheim on loan. But again, I don't even know.
Does anyone know his real position though?
This is the problem, and I feel like he needs to pick one, nail it down, and then he'll get taken a lot more seriously with regards to England.
Yeah,
he's got the ability, or he's got the potential at least. But yeah, he's having a good season in Germany though, so he's one to watch out for.
I didn't even know he'd gone Hoffenheim. That's I'm ashamed of that. Didn't even know.
12 appearances, 2 goals and 2 assists. So it's not too bad in the Bundesliga.
That screams fullback to me.
Yeah,
because you play left back and you'd love them kind of numbers.
Mate, them sort of stats would be phenomenal.
I reckon that's the defence locked in then, so we got a bit of cover there.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, 4 centre.
So we've got Pope, Pickford, McCarthy. And the defence, obviously, we've got their Shaw, Stones, Maguire, Big Kegger, Ben Godfrey, James, Trent, and Chilwell. I think that's solid, boys. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, a very strong start.
If you're disagreeing, guys, obviously, you know where the comments are. Whack it down below. I'm sure the DMs are open on our Insta as well. If you don't agree with it, let it be heard. Come and get amongst it. Tell us who you'd rather have in it, why you're at it. Like, subscribe, share it with all your friends. Good stuff. Oh, yeah, all that bits, all them bits and bobs. Share it. Do what you got to do. We want the interaction. So should we get into the midfield? This is congested, boys.
Yeah, this is difficult.
This is
hard. I feel like it's not going to be smooth sailing like the defence either. Like this is about to get lively.
I'll be honest, boys. If we're going with how Southgate feels, and we have about 9 like centre defensive midfielders in it, but
should we just put down? Should we just put down in there first of all? Who all 3 of us know we all agree with who should be there. That is. Never really is. Well, of late. Should we just put him in there first of all?
Who's that? Grealish winger, mate, isn't he? He's an attacker.
Are we not? Are we gonna have? I mean, a winger is a midfielder.
I'm thinking of. No, I was thinking attackers. So you got your strikers and your way he plays. You got like Sterling, Rashford, all them players. I would put Grealish in with them.
Okay, we'll put him in as a forward then.
Yeah. If you two are happy with that, what do you think, boy?
Oh yeah, Jack Grealish is an absolute shoo-in.
Yeah, we'll move on to that later on then. Yeah,
okay.
And he's got the cast, hasn't he?
Grealish is going in.
I mean, I was the one in the group that was like, "Don't rate him. He's not that good." I remember having a row about it. He's a very average footballer, but he's really not an average footballer, boys. He's like a Rolls Royce. He's
got the potential to be. This is. Maybe not the same level as this, but you remember Euro 2004 when Rooney went? I know he was very young, but Grealish, not that he's young, but he's a bit of a wild card. Not many international teams have probably seen him play all that much. And if he's on his game, he could do some serious damage against no disrespect, the smaller teams. Like, he could boss it. So that's what, I think he's got to go in. But we'll move on.
With no disrespect to Villa as well, he's too good for Villa.
I mean, they're having a good season though, aren't they?
Yeah, they seem to have
where he was going to go a couple of seasons ago. He's doing better off now at Villa than he would have been at Spurs. So.
Yeah, to shout. But yeah, let's get into the
midfield anyway. What we're thinking?
Boy, go first, mate.
I don't want to go with the obvious straight away, so
let's get the obvious out of the way straight away. Get them locked in, and then we've got room to play with.
I mean, my man Jordan Henderson. He's obviously going to be on the plane, isn't he?
I'd agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, get him in early doors.
If his calves don't pop off randomly.
Yeah.
How are we feeling about Mason Mount? Because for me, he's another one that's obviously going to go.
Love Mason Mount.
Yeah, he's a driving force, isn't he, from midfield? He's the type of player you need to break down defences. So
underrated.
I'd go with that.
Henderson and Mount straight in.
Would you play them together?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would actually. Yeah.
I think they're a perfect combination, to be honest.
But if you play them two, sorry, go on, mate. Go on.
In a free, especially because Henderson's more of a he's notoriously a sideways player, isn't he? Really, he passes side to side. Whereas Mount's a bit more of he's a bit livelier, isn't he? He'll go forward, box to box. Yeah.
So if we're going to play them two together, I'm going to throw another one in there. If you do want to play them together, where does Maddison play?
Well, we're not naming starting 11, are we? We're naming.
No, but what I'm saying is, if you're taking them, if you've got a preference there, how would you, or even would you, play them three together? Because they deserve they're three of the best midfielders in England.
Mount and Maddison play similar roles, don't they? Maddison's
one of them dropped out. Yeah.
Here's a question then: if you had to choose, who would you be your strongest to start?
Between Mount and Maddison. Well, is Maddison going in, mate? He's not even there yet.
I mean, we all know he's gonna. He's probably the best number 10 in the league.
He will. I think he should, but I'm not convinced Southgate won't leave him out.
Wow! Imagine. Can you imagine if he did?
Well, what he doesn't like him, does he? Because Maddison faked an illness and then got seen in a casino in Leicester, and ever since that, Southgate's just not. He's not. I don't think he's been called up, has he?
Is this not the right time or place to talk about seeing James Maddison out and about in Leicester? Is it?
I didn't see him. It was on the news.
No, I'm saying it's not the right time and place for me to go into the story I've got about James Maddison out and about in Leicester.
No, absolutely not, mate.
That's for the after. That's for the afters.
We'll break the internet.
Break the internet. We'll be getting lawsuits and gagging orders and everything. All right, so we've got in there Mount and Edison. Let's move on very, very quickly. Sorry, Joe.
Edison. I thought you said Edison then.
Edison.
I mean,
he could play in something.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, definitely.
If he was English as well.
While we're at this, what about Phil Foden? He's got to go, hasn't he?
Love Philip.
We're so full of number 10s. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, Foden again though. He can do a job, can't he? He's not just a number 10. I don't think.
He's been playing up front, mate. He's been playing up front for Man City.
He's been playing a wing, isn't he, or something?
He played against us centre forward, mate. As number 9.
I would say out of the midfielders we put in, Maddison's the only one that really is an out and out 10. I think Mount is very versatile anyway. He can play in the 8, and Foden, like you just said, can play up front, wing. I don't think that's an issue. Can we put Foden in?
Yeah, whack him in.
Cool. Right, that's 4 centre midfields. We've probably got, 2 left?
Yeah, I'd say so. 1 if not 2. How many we got now? What are we up to? So we got 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, yeah. 1 more, I think. 1 more.
Can I put a wild card in?
Yeah.
Smith Rowe.
From Arsenal?
Is he not more of a winger?
He's been playing deep, pulling the strings, mate. He dominates the tempo of every Arsenal game I've watched. He's like the Thiago of Arsenal, mate. Doesn't do anything else but dominate the tempo.
I was going to say the more Henderson-esque player in there, but if Smith Rowe's a good shout, I mean, Harry Winks is no better than him for me at the minute. So
Winks, what's happened to him? I used to love Harry Winks.
The only other thing I'd say as well, but I think we've got too many offensive players. Jesse Lingard, the form he's on, he could be a late call for it. But again, when you look at who we've got in there, I'm not sure.
It was either Smith Rowe for me, or just because of his name, Emil. I mean, an English lad with a name like Emil. That's unreal, isn't it?
Cool guy.
Ward-Prowse as well. I mean, how's he not getting for his set pieces alone?
Again, purely for his set pieces, but with the amount of talent that we have, can you just take James Ward-Prowse purely on a free kick basis?
He's not
David Beckham did it for years, mate.
No.
Yeah. I mean, he made a career out of it, didn't he? But
piece, is he? He's just very strong.
No, his delivery. He's got a great eye for a pass.
He is the shithouse that we've not got for England.
Dark
arts, mate. He's got it. He does the bits that no one else in
this
England
is what I'm thinking with the Harry Winks suggestion. that was what I'm getting at, is we haven't really got players like that, so we need a Smith Rowe, Winks, a Ward-Prowse, someone like that in there. Just not an Eric Dyer, please.
No.
That
Also,
Gordon Ramsay.
have we not got to mention Barkley as well? Does he get? I know he's not that kind of player, but I feel like he's got to. No,
absolutely not.
He looks good since he's gone out on loan. You're
No.
not a fan of him, are you?
No, I love Ross Barkley at Everton. I loved him, I did. But Chelsea, he's shown he's just poor, mate. He slows everything down, and he always has done. The ball will come to him, and he slows absolutely everything down. And for me, there's no room as a number 10 or a number. He can play like another one. He's another one that can play 10 and 8.
I think Barkley's best position.
But wherever he does, he slows down. He slows every move down. And I think the way England play now, can't afford to have passengers like that.
What are we saying here then? What are we saying? Are we going Ward-Prowse in there then? Or no?
I'd love Ward-Prowse in there. But it's down
what
to
are you thinking, boy? Where are you at? If you've got an alternative to Ward-Prowse or...
I'm just thinking about the other central players.
It's a shame Calvin Phillips he's not stayed fit, has he, for Leeds? No. Because he could have really kicked on and done a real job for us in there, but...
Been very disappointed with him this season after you two talked him up as highly as you did.
He's not had the best season to be. He's had glimpses. He showed glimpses, but he's not had the best season. But back to Ward-Prowse, I don't know who did you
put it instead?
Do you have Maddison in the same sort of? Is he in the midfielder category?
Yeah, he's number 10.
Yeah, Maddison's a very attacking midfielder, isn't he? Ward-Prowse is more of an all-round.
Number 8. Ward-Prowse is number 8.
I mean, he was my wild card, so it'd be madness not to agree with it. Lock him in.
Right. On to the juicy part, boys. The strikers, attackers.
How many positions we got available?
Have a count at while I'm just putting Ward-Prowse in. Hang on.
So that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We got stacks, boys. We could probably afford to whack another couple of midfielders in. No, a few more number 10s.
We've got to take probably 3 strikers, and then you've got to have options on both flanks. So 7 positions, I'd say, is how many attackers you want.
Fair enough. I'll kick it off with the attackers. Harvey Barnes.
Straight in with a wild card.
100%.
Very good season.
Yeah, again, he was one of my picks that I was...
Sorry, mate. I'm taking them all from you, mate. You go next.
The only thing I worry with Harvey Barnes is not about Harvey Barnes or the season he's having. It's there's a lot of other players with a lot more international experience that are also having very good seasons.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Raheem Sterling, Rashford. You've already said Grealish goes. I'm just worrying, does he get in? We can put him in now, but you might have to bump him off later.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not preliminary.
Well, let's leave him floating for now. He's an option. Yeah.
And that's not me saying he doesn't deserve it. It's just we've got a good headache at the minute with attackers.
Okay, well, we mentioned him earlier, and I'm going to stick with him. Who I'd want in is Saka. Again, I think he's much better as a winger, and he's versatile. Do you know what I mean?
For me, if Saka went in the defenders though. Like
if Harvey Barnes goes, if Harvey Barnes is on maybe, then Saka's 100%.
Yeah, it's the same issue. Should we? What I think we should maybe do is put in the Harry Kane.
Obviously he's captain.
Let's put him in, and then we can kind of process of elimination the positions, like Raheem Sterling as well.
Sterling straight in, yeah.
See, I would love it if Sterling missed out because for me, he's not done anything all season.
He's not had his best season, but he's been so good for the last couple of seasons.
He has.
He plays in a Man City side that have been ridiculous.
I think what you're seeing with Sterling is his game's matured a bit more. He's getting a bit older. He's now more of a complete player, whereas the last couple of seasons he was a goal threat. Now he's doing everything.
Yeah,
true. I hate him, but then I respect how good of a footballer he is at the same time.
It's hatred peppered with respect.
Yeah.
So I get into the Greek quote.
Salt Bay.
I just realised we haven't actually separated the midfielders and attackers. It looks like we're playing everyone in defence right now.
Love that. It's like Lord Nelson, 18.
9 at the back, 1 on the break. That's better. Put it in the right place, yeah.
It's like a Jose Mourinho at Anfield, that is.
Jeez. Parking the bus.
I'm seeing us at 18, so we've got space for 5 more. Calvert-Lewin has got to go to back up Kane,
100.
has he?
100.
Yeah, this season he's definitely England's second best striker.
Yeah, 100%. While we're on the subject of central striker, if we take 3, that's where it gets a little bit more interesting. Because for me, Danny Ings, very good season.
Yeah. Callum Wilson's had a good season as well. I know Newcastle are awful, but
I'd rather take Watkins over Danny Ings.
Ollie Watkins, again, uncapped, isn't he, though?
Yeah, he is.
Ollie Watkins is a good one because he's versatile. He can play on the wing and he can play for the middle.
Exactly. And he's the little man as well. As like Calvert-Lewin and Kane. Kane's used to playing along Son, knocking down for Son. Calvert-Lewin's playing with Richarlison. I think Watkins could be the option to either Calvert-Lewin or Kane. And Kane's getting injured every other week at the minute. So I can literally see getting to a point where Southgate might even rest Kane for the group stages, and then whack him in the important games. But then he's got a headache because if DCL carries on his form from the season, what's he going to do? But I think Watkins personally.
Yeah, over Ings?
Over Ings for me.
I wouldn't agree with that, but yeah, I mean, if you two do, then
he's in the discussion. I'm not saying he's in the team, but
Danny Ings has had one of the best seasons of his life, though.
I rate Danny Ings, and I love Danny Ings. Like I was gutted when it didn't work out for him at Liverpool. I thought if anyone deserved it, he deserved it.
Could be being overruled here, then, boys. If you want,
I'm just not sure if Watkins is ready. First season in the Prem, he had a good season, but Ings is prolific.
Do you remember when everyone was calling for Vardy in his first season to get called up to England squad? And he didn't.
But Vardy's
I'd love for Vardy to come out of retirement.
If he come out of retirement, he's your third. I mean, he's your second choice striker, really, isn't he?
Yeah. Although, I mean, how many is he on this season?
I don't know, mate. He's up there.
To be fair, he's a different animal as well, isn't he? He makes defenders second guess everything, don't he?
Yeah. He's exactly what defenders don't like. Someone
very difficult. Very difficult. If you leave any gap behind, he's in it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Kane, DCL, and we're going Ings then, yeah?
I'm happy with Ings.
Yeah.
I can't begrudge him a Euros call up.
I think he can be like the Defoe kind of figure from. I know the 2010 World Cup was atrocious, but Defoe was that breath of fresh air when he finally got in at the end of the group stage.
He did really well.
20, I believe. We've got 3 spaces. Grealish has got to go in, hasn't he? We were saying earlier.
Whack Grealish in.
Which leaves.
Which brings us round nicely to
Sir Marcus Rashford.
Sancho. Oh, you going? Yeah.
See, I don't think you can take Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford.
And Rashford goes over Sancho for me.
I think the trouble is the way of Southgate thinks, they'll both go. I think
we've only got 2 spaces.
I know. But what I'm saying is, in Southgate squad, we're not picking Southgate squad, are we? We're doing what we think. But in Gareth Southgate squad, those two will definitely both go.
Well, can we agree on Rashford? Or are we saying...
I'd prefer Rashford. Every time I've watched Dortmund and watched Sancho, I've been very unimpressed. That's probably going to be another soundbite, and I'm not just saying it for the bait. I genuinely have been very unimpressed with him.
I mean, we've got another problem because the ticker at the bottom is absolutely full. 200 characters out of 200. So again,
probably cut it down.
Bump off 2 of the keepers and just remember.
Hang on. Shorten Hendo down to Henderson down to Hendo.
That is very. I tell you what, he's the brains, isn't he? Well, we can probably shorten.
Change Sterling's name to Judas. That will save a couple of characters.
He's still bitter. How many years has it been?
It's been a good 5 years.
Left to win trophies, mate.
Yeah. The irony.
Right, what are we saying then? Let's wrap this up. We've got 2 players, 2 spaces. Both need to be wide players, really. What are we thinking?
Hang on,
Would we just take Rashford and Sancho? Is that we've got 2 spaces? We just bash them both in?
I mean...
Who's your options?
Well, yeah, this is it.
Let me put one in then. Let me put one in here. Dwight McNeil from Burnley.
No.
Absolutely not.
I'll rate him.
I rate him, but no.
Oh, he's a good player.
You can't bump players like Harvey Barnes off and then take Dwight McNeil.
Oh, Harvey Barnes, boys. Barnes.
For me, I don't rate Sancho as much, but I feel like he's ready. Or, I tell you, we haven't said Mason Greenwood.
Yeah, I was about to say Greenwood, yeah. But
Willie's going to take him, mate. Not him and Foden together.
Go against him.
He's going to take one or the other.
What a lad. We all thought it, didn't we?
I mean, Barnes, if I've just assumed he was in there, Barnes has got to be there if there's a space. No?
Does Barnes go ahead of Sancho?
Absolute 100%, mate, yeah.
I'll allow it.
Barnes and Rashford then?
Yeah.
He's more like the Rooney at the Euro 2010, was it? Was it 2010 Euros in Portugal?
That was
his first? What was his first Euros? Rooney's first
Euros? The one which Greece won, 2004.
Yeah, 2004. And he I just memorable goals against Croatia and like that France game when Gerrard got sent off. France completely won 2-1. Last min, weren't it? Last min penalty. I just think of Rooney in that tournament being Rooney. That's what I associate with. Barnes is more likely than Grealish to go to that tournament and do that.
To be honest, I think Jack Grealish is going to go to this tournament and absolutely tear things up if he gets some minutes.
You repeated what I said half an hour ago.
No. Villa want 160 million for him, don't they? I mean, they'll probably get it as well.
I've had to replace him for that.
I've had to get creative, so we've gone from Chilwell to Chile, Maddison to Madders, and we've managed to get everyone in. So yeah, what have we got then? Let's have a look when it comes back round. So in goal, we go Nick Pope, Jordan Pickford, and Alex McCarthy.
Not in any order.
What we got in defence, boy?
We have got Shaw, Stones, Maguire, Keane, Ben Godfrey, James, Trent, Chilwell.
James who?
Reece James.
Midfield, Sean?
Hendo, Mason Mount, James Maddison, Phil Foden, Ward-Prowse. What a player.
Very impressed with that because I said that just as it was coming off the screen and you managed to keep up.
You happy with that?
Yeah. And now I've absolutely spoke for too long and the attackers have gone round. So I'm not going to pretend I know it off by heart. I'm just going to have to wait, fill some time.
Wing it out.
We're about there. So in attack, we're going with Sterling, Harry Kane, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Danny Ings, Jack Grealish, Marcus Rashford, and Harvey Barnes. I'm happy with that, boys.
Is that squad going to win the Euros, boys? That's the question.
It's got a chance in it.
Good a chance as any.
What if you disagree or agree, whatever you do, don't forget to whack a little comment down below. If you, again, I'll say it again, DM us, let us know what you think of this. If you think it's crap, if you think it's fully capable of doing a Greece 2004 and winning the lot, which I personally think it is. I think it's about time we did something at a major tournament. I know we say it every single time.
Went to the semi-final.
Yeah, we did. But, I'm just thinking about that chance.
Which we should have won.
If Kane just squared that ball.
Yeah, I mean, that's a whole other topic, isn't it? I think, what we've got there, I'm happy with that. I think we've got as good a chance as any. And, I'll be buzzing if we win it, especially, obviously after all the coronavirus and stuff. I know it won't be gone by then, but it'll be such a lift, won't it, if we...
I mean, Uncle Boris has released us ready in time for the first game.
Time for it. He knows something we don't, doesn't he?
I've heard, I don't know if you've heard, but I've heard football might be coming home.
No, don't start this again.
Ooh.
Dua Lipa, one kiss in a beer garden. I miss it. Just want it back. Feel like shit.
So that kind of brings us to an end then, boys, on who we think's going to the Euros. I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. I think it come along as well with very little debate, which probably shows how good our squad is.
Well, the debate's about to happen, isn't it? All the backlash is about to come in the comments. But
I'm hoping so. Yeah. I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, whack it out to your mum and dad, your family, your cousins, your uncle, whatever. Do what you got to do.
Next door neighbour.
Yeah,
shout over the fence.
I just hope we ain't missed anyone glaringly obvious, boys, that people are going to get the comments be like...
We're bound to. And if we have, like I say, whack it in.
You'll hear it in Asda. You'll hear someone in the next hour. You seen that episode of Playing Away TV? They missed out so and so for the England squad. Like, we're not Gareth Southgate. This isn't the actual squad. It's fine.
Gareth, you do need some help. We are available.
If you're seeing this as well on YouTube for the first time, and you are on Instagram, go over to Instagram and it's at Playing Away TV. It was running along the bottom before as well. And if you want to follow our singular accounts, they should be running on there as well. Mine's _Sean JFX. So, okay, what's yours?
The Joshua Sugg, all one word.
All word. Boy.
Mine's at LFC_Boyd.
What's going on here? What's going on here?
I'm going to go see. When I close my eyes, I'm going to see him.
One last thing before we go. One last thing before we go. We should have brought this up when we was on about Sancho earlier, and I know he's missed out. So he
did introduce it for that reason, you know.
What was that?
I did introduce it for that reason.
Oh, well, we all totally missed that. You should have took control. But a little video emerging out of Germany today. Have a look at this and see what you think. See what this reminds you of.
And you know, the recent weeks haven't been so good, and we haven't got the results we wanted. But
I mean, what is that accent?
It's Steve McLaren all over again.
Steve McLaren.
Joey Barton did it as well. Yeah,
it's awful, isn't it? It's embarrassing for the lads. That's that reason alone. He shouldn't be going in the England squad for that reason alone.
Boys, next week we find the Steve McLaren one because that one is absolute seed. He's been there for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll get it. But I think that's a good place to end it there. We'll end it on a little chuckle at Jadon Sancho's expense. And
what we will do, I think you forgot, mate. We've got we had an idea that every week we're going to mention a classic football show.
I've not forgot it. We're approaching the hour mark. So
is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's wrap it up. Yeah.
But, let's come to it.
We've got something to introduce, but it'll be next week now. So little bit of bait there to reel you back in.
Oh, he's so cheeky. That's going to make me come back in there. That's going to make me like and subscribe and share and come back next week.
Literally. But yeah, anyone got anything to add? Or is that a wrap?
Say again, boy.
What did you say the name was again?
For what?
To like and subscribe.
It's at Playing Away TV on Instagram and YouTube. Like, subscribe and share. That's it, boys. That is it.
Until next time.
Guys.
Peace.
Goodbye.